society today? People reading less film criticism. Is that true? I mean, at the same time, we have a book by Jerry Roberts celebrating film criticism that just came out this year, and also a film by Gerald Perry that celebrating the medium.
Well, Jerry's film celebrates it, but it also talks about the sort of, I mean, really what you're talking about, though, is the underlying thing is the death of print journalism. Right. I mean, or sort of the changing thing, and print journalism hasn't figured out what the next step is, right. So they're kind of tied. On the other hand, you know, we're also getting more into this fanboy and blogging thing, so I was just redefining the question without answering it.
But I think you're right, though, and Jerry's film addresses that. I mean, it's not all hand-wringing. It's like, well, okay, there are all these, you know, that we're hearing a lot more voices. We're just not hearing them well, we're not reading them. Well, we are reading them, but they're online. God, that was...
You got it out.
Well, it was finally. You know, if you ask somebody, what does it take to be a critic, like for anything, I think, you know, like you need to have a passion for what it is you're criticizing. B, you have to understand the history of it, and then C, you have to be good at being a voice about it. You know, whatever that voice is, whether it's, you know, print, et cetera, you know, radio, TV. You know, but with the internet now, anybody can just walk up, and there are a lot of people that have very popular websites that don't know anything beyond 1999.
Right.
You know, does that make them a good film critic? That might be, you know, good for them to tell you if Inception's a better movie to see than Twilight. You know?
Right. Yeah. No. Well, and I think that's the same problem with all print journalism, though, where hopefully audiences eventually will be able to recognize voices that are providing context, that they know what that are credible, and that's the scary thing I think right now about the internet with anything, with any kind of journalism, where if people just it's in print, so it must be, you know, I'm seeing this online, so it must be true, you know, and there's an unsophisticated reader might not know. Hopefully, I think eventually, let's say we all end up writing strictly on the internet, hopefully audiences eventually will gravitate, well, okay, you know, I'm not going to read just anybody. I'm going to go to Peter Keough because I know that he has credibility.
He's a cranky old man.
No, but you know what I mean?
They made movies about it, the Grumpy Old Men series.
But, you know, that's the scary thing right now, I think, with journalism in general. You don't know who's putting out the information.
There's also an anti-intellectualism, I think, that the internet is, at least in this first phase, is drawn out, that people are saying, you know, it's only a movie, or, you know, why are you thinking about it? Why are you putting it in a context? And which is all what criticism has been about since Aristotle. You know, is analyzing things, putting it in the context of other works of art in the same genre and other works of art in general. And people just look at that and they say, it's, you know, why do you bother doing that? Just go to the movie and watch it.
Yeah.
And it's good, or it sucks, or is it...
Well, but there are 400 movies a year, I think, that are coming out these days. I think people appreciate having a little bit of a guide from somebody they have followed and maybe trusted.
Yeah.
So I think
but the thing is that the guide is based not on, you know, this sucks, or, you know, this is good. Sometimes people make up their minds about that before they even see the movie. Have you seen, like, Rotten Tomatoes? That somebody writes a negative review about a movie that everybody's anticipating and gets 150 comments from people who say that you're stupid, you're wrong. That film hasn't been shown to these people. So they're responding just be what they anticipate. But
that's why we need critics.
But try telling them that.
Right.
But the basis of criticism of, you know, one function of it is to tell people what you think is good or bad, and they can judge from what they know about your own taste to take you seriously or not. And the other is to get people engaged in a discussion and appreciation of movies that goes beyond just the superficial, that engages your intellect, your spirit, you know, and the beauty of the movies, as well as just the visceral kind of impact that you get from something.
You sound like a guy who likes movies.
Oh, is that what we were talking about?
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about...
It was just a dream.
I thought it was baseball.
All right, I'm going to wrap up there.
Okay.
That's okay. I want to thank all of our panelists for coming today. I want to thank Sandwich Community Television for filming this show. I'm Paul Babin. Thanks for watching.